This is Rune Slayer, a new MMO Roblox game. It's been getting a lot of hype lately, so let's see what it's about. Immediately, my first impression of this game was horrible. Not because of the graphics or anything. It's just when I go into a class-based game, I like to know about the classes before I pick them. And in this game, you know next to nothing about the classes. And trust me, I looked. I spent like 15 to 20 minutes researching before I actually played the game. And that's a generous amount. And what makes things worse is that you're locked into the class you pick at the start. But still, I gave it a chance and I picked the priest class. Now I'm gonna say this, I had no idea of what I was getting into when I picked this class. I only picked this class because I had Blessed Unleashed fresh on my mind, and I only picked the priest class in that game because it looked cool. Aside from that, the tutorial was pretty straightforward. The controls were kind of weird at first, but I got used to them pretty quickly. The critical attack, the regular attack, how to use a spell, yada yada. I will say I was pretty disappointed when a spell called Holy Light didn't obliterate an undead monster. The combat was nice though. I'm never too worried about combat when I play games because I usually play caster classes. All in all, the tutorial was really nice, and at the end you fight a cool vampiric dragon. I tried to kill it, but there's no save system or anything like that, so I can't keep resetting until I kill it. I only had one attempt and I failed. After the dragon finished wiping the floor with me, I woke up in a strange inn. They pulled one of the "you have to die to start the actual game" cliches, rubbing even more salt on the wound that I couldn't get a vampiric draconic heart drop. But at least now I know the real game starts. Now me, being the weirdo that I am, looked at the main story quest and did everything but follow it. I went around and spoke to some NPCs. I spoke to two NPCs before actually interacting with the one I needed to interact with. And even then, I did everything but what he told me to do. I went around exploring the world and doing quests. Fair warning, I do not stick to one quest. I tried focusing on one at a time, but ended up doing every quest but the one I was focused on. This slime quest you see me doing right now, that's actually one of the last ones I ended up completing. No, like seriously, before that, I ended up showing Bees the unspeakable horror of free will in a stick, getting into a near-death battle with a warrior, obliterated deer, traumatized those poor mandrake, battled a warrior again, discovered an entirely new species of slime, battled the Slime King. Mind you, I still haven't killed those 6 normal ones. I could go on, but I think you get the point. And hey, spoiler alert, killing those 6 slimes are the second to last thing I do in this video. But hey, during that downtime, I did acquire an arch nemesis. It was some berserker class dude who thought he could bully me. And I just saw him, not all casters are made equally. I am not one of them. I had a 0 death streak, and I was not going to let this bozo ruin it. These small scuffles showed me the true potential of this class. I couldn't die. Every time I got even a little too low, I would just heal myself. And I just got an offensive attack. I was about to show him some hands. The fight was unbelievably long, but at the end, he lost. He tried to hide behind an NPC guard, but my attack targets people directly. And soon after, it was over. After that, I continued my streak of doing everything but the story quest. I clobbered some bears, I went and made some new armor, I battled some wolves, I fought beavers, mean some warlock jumped puma, and finally, after hours of gameplay, I killed the 6 slimes. I was also murdered by a dire bear, but we don't talk about that. After hours of fooling around, I finally locked in and did the main story quest. And what awaited me, you ask? The Mandrake King, my final adversary before ranking up. Now I went into this fight completely blind, not knowing what to expect, and honestly, it was somewhat annoying, but overall pretty fun. I thought I was going to be a little overleveled, but it turned out to be the perfect match. And that's mainly due to the sleep debuff. He kept putting me to sleep and doing massive amounts of damage. Added plus, the music was amazing. Overall, the fight was pretty fun. I didn't talk much through it because it was late, but here's an uncut version of it. After decimating the Mandrake King, I went back to the guild to claim my rewards. I leveled up and upgraded some of my skills. Now all that's left is to speak to the dude that saved me. But that's for another time. Honestly, this video was super fun to make, and this game was really fun to play. It took a lot of self-restraint to not max out my character in one night. And I'm pretty proud that I didn't. Usually when I record games like these, I end up enjoying the game way too much and end up recording way more gameplay than I have the capacity to edit. And there's proof. If you look at my old videos, there's videos with parts 1 and 2, but never 3 or 4. Not you, hardcore Minecraft. Don't worry, I'm coming. But yeah, tell me how I did. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, tell me how I can improve. That's all for the video. Be in peace and God bless. I don't ever wanna run away. Wanna keep you safe. I don't ever wanna run away.